Hi everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another manga review. And today we're going to be taking a look at Fairy Tail Volume 50 from Hiro Mashima, which is the start of not the final arc, but a little mini arc before the final arc, which I believe starts in Volume 52, and that runs up to the end of the series. But, well, the last volume was the conclusion of the Tartaros arc, where we got a lot of heartfelt moments and goodbyes to characters that died in that arc, and really quite sad, if I do say so myself. And then, with the ramifications of Makarov disbanding the guild in the hopes of protecting all the guild members, saying that, if he disbands the guild, all the forces of evil won't continue to attack him. And at the same time, Natsu had wrote Lucy a letter saying he was going to go on a training journey for a year. And that's where we got the 1 year time skip, and learned that Lucy was, researching her friends every night, trying to find out where they were, and still, by herself and very depressed until Natsu decided to appear at the Grand Magic Games a year later and reunited with Lucy, and the two of them are ready to form their guild once more. And actually, the last volume ended with them coming across Wendy and Carla again. And I love this cover, man. You guys already know Lucy is my favorite character in the whole series. And this is almost paying homage to the first volume in the whole series, which had Natsu and Lucy and Happy on Volume 1. And almost similar. Hold on one sec. Let me get the first volume and we'll just compare this. One sec. Dude, I knew it had the three of them on the cover again, but this is surreal, man. Natsu has the cane with Happy on top of the cane, and Lucy has her suitcase, the same fucking suitcase. Look at that, dude. Oh my god, I fucking love it, man. And you can just tell, like how much Masha's improved as an artist, man. Just look at this. Even the color is different. Like, I like his old art style, but seeing this, oh my god, it's fucking awesome. I love it, man. So, let's get right to it. I'm marking out like a complete weirdo. Of course, I'm all fired up, but let's get to it. There's Lucy in her sexy maid gear. And, what happened was Wendy had actually joined Lamia Scale, because the year had passed, and, what was she going to do? She's still a little girl. And they're here at the Thanksgiving little event they had, and they were performing there, the Sky Sisters, her and Sheria, and, Natsu and Lucy and Happy. Yo, long time no see. How you doing, Wendy? And it's like, oh my god, they're here to see her again. I love it, man. But right away, Natsu, come on, Wendy, we're going. Enough chit chat. Let's go back to the guild. And Wendy's, a little conflicted here because she's been with Lamia Scale for the past year with her good friend Sheria. And she doesn't really know what to do. And Natsu's like, no, come on, we're going back to Fairy Tail. What are you doing, Wendy? Well, I'm sorry, guys, but, this is what we're doing. And actually, this is funny. Carla can transform now into, like, a cat girl. And Happy was jealous and was sort of saying, go back to Carla. You look better like that, won't you? And Carla's like, oh, you can't do this yet, Happy? Well, I've been training. I can say no to fish every once in a while. And then she goes back to Carla. You're back. You look cute that way. So, Wendy is firm in her belief that she wants to stay with Lamia Scale, and the two of them go back to this inn. And look at their faces. What do we do? We found Wendy, but she doesn't like us anymore. What are we gonna do? And what is Natsu doing? He grabs Happy and starts using his tail to tickle Lucy's feet. What do you think you're doing, you pervs? Oh my god. I don't even know, man, but I love it. And so Wendy's talking to Sheria, and all of a sudden the whole town here is being attacked. And that guy, we saw him at the end of volume 49, and he's like, oh, we're gonna attack Lamia Scale, ha ha ha. And he had like a snake tongue almost. And he can summon monsters and shit. And, the master here says, I never thought Orochi would ever go this far. And it shows him right there. He's got his snake tongue. We're going to kill them all. Ha ha ha. So these guys are just villains to be built for the sake of being villains. They don't really have a motivation or anything. But Natsu's like, oh, I got Happy. We'll fly there and defeat him in no time. Sorry, Natsu. It's the job for the Sky Sisters. And she takes Happy. So as they're flying away, we get this funny little quote right here where Sheria says, I'm sorry about this, Happy. And Happy says, it's all right. You're pretty light, Sheria. Lighter than Lucy anyway. Happy always picks on Lucy for being fat, which What are you talking about, bro? Anytime he's forced to carry her, he's like, Lucy, you're so heavy. Shut up, cat. So here are the Sky Sisters taking these guys down. And of course, Wendy is a Sky Dragon Slayer and Sharia a Sky God Slayer. And even Carla's fighting. And Happy's like, what do I do? She's showing off in front of me. So Natsu's all pissed off. You happy... I thought he said snatcher. You happy napper. So he's running in there and he like one-shots everyone. I'm gonna kill everyone. I'm all fired up. I'm all fired up, as you can tell. So my girl Lucy here uses her new ability, the Sky Dress form, which we sort of got foreshadowing when she acquired Aquarius's power in volume 45. But now, after a year of training, she can actually take the power of the celestial spirit she summons. And by doing that, of course, she summons Loki and also gets Leo form. That's my woman. I gotta love Loki. And they're doing all their attacks. Regulus Lucy Kick! But she has Regulus's magic, so her Lucy Kick is very powerful now. So then, we see this fucker. Blue Note Stinger, who we haven't seen since the Sirius Island arc when he was with Master Hades, so he survived somehow. And they're like, oh my god, because this guy was so powerful it took Gildars to defeat him. And Natsu shows up, and look at Blue Note. He's like, what is this boy doing here? And all that's going on. He's like, I know that smell from somewhere. What is this? He was a small fry. This cocky son of a bitch. And he starts chasing after Natsu. I'll crush you. And then Natsu sees him. Nobody's getting crushed. And he blocks the attack. And you see like shades of Gildarts there. Look at this, dude. And he one-shots Blue Note Stinger, the guy who caused them so much trouble in the past. That was back in like, what volume was it? The 20s, because Sirius Island arc ended on volume 30. So, I don't know, like 27? Something like that. So, like half the series ago. And he defeats him so easily. And then this guy, we surrender. Here's the white flag. So they saw Natsu's power and just gave up. So they're able to save the town. And, you know, you have this moment here with Wendy and Sharia. And Sharia says, you know, go back with your friends. I mean, you love them, right? So go with them. We'll be friends forever. And it was great to be with you closer this past year. But, you know, be with your friends. You'll always be my friend. And a cute little scene with them. And Carla's watching. Very, very cute moment right there. So Wendy starts crying, saying goodbye, but they're on their way. And, you know, a sad little scene. And she's crying as they're walking away. Natsu, this is just the beginning. We're going to get everyone back together. So they figured out that Juvia is actually seeking refuge in the Rain Village. And there she is, where it's raining, which the whole thing of Juvia, if you remember, she was a villain early on, and the rain clouds followed her. And Gray was the one who finally showed her what sunshine looked like. But now all of a sudden it's raining again. And then we get this happy, it's raining, now it's sunny, now it's raining, now it's sunny. So they're like, what's going on, Juvia? Hey, Juvia! And she's like hallucinating, it's Gray, Gray-sama! Starts trying to hug Natsu, where's Gray? And they're like, oh, she has a fever, she's not feeling well, what's going on, Juvia? And she says that in the year time skip, you know, she had lived here for a year with Gray, and they had done their training and done this, done that. But one day he had to leave because, you know, he inherited the Demon Slayer magic from his father, Silver. And it appeared, remember when they were battling, Natsu and Gray were battling Marred Gear, and he deflected the attack, and like half his body turned into that because of the demon. So he had left to figure out what's going on with the demon and hasn't returned, according to Juvia. And just starts crying because, you know, she's like madly in love with Gray. So Natsu says, I'll find him. Don't worry. We're getting all our friends back together. We're bringing back Fairy Tail. So then Natsu says, let's go to Sabretooth. We got to talk to someone there. And it cuts over here to this round table. Olak, the high priest of the Avatar Black Magic Cult. So we meet all these eccentric individuals. And we see Gray Fullbuster with the Avatar Black Magic Cult. What the fuck? But it all makes sense in due time. So Wendy's trying to heal Juvia as Natsu, Happy, and Lucy are on their way to Sabretooth. And has this cute scene again with Lucy saying that, we're going to get Gray back to normal, and don't worry. So they meet Yukino, and it's just so cool seeing everyone again that we haven't seen in a while, because even Yukino, she didn't appear in the Tardos arc. I mean, we saw her with the Grand Magic Games. The only ones we really saw from Sabretooth during the last arc was Sting, Rogue, and Minerva. So it's good seeing Yukino again, and then these guys, what was it? His name was Rufus, that was Olga. And you're Sting. It's like, what the hell? How do you get so fat? And Sting says, you haven't changed a bit, Natsu-san. Neither have you. So he's in a pack. Where's Rogue? We gotta find Rogue. So he chases after Rogue and grabs him. So, he can have a private conversation where Lucy and Minerva are talking. And they mention the fact that they had the eating contest, and Minerva came in first place, despite her beautiful figure, and Sting being an abomination there. And, she makes note of the guild emblem, and Lucy says, it's not gone, our guild is right here in our hearts. Aww. And I think that I skipped over this guy. Minerva made a comment, unless I went too fast, and I think it's coming up. Because remember, Minerva beat the shit out of Lucy during the Grand Magic Games. She was a villain many volumes ago. And Natsu is going after this black magic cult because he has to find Gray. And gets this premonition, not a premonition, but remembering when he fought Future Rogue during the Grand Magic Games, he said a message before he vanished, which we never saw, because as he was saying it, he disappeared before he could finish it. Natsu heard it, but we, the readers, didn't see it. So right here it says, in 1 year, tell the other maid to protect Frosh a year from now. Frosh will be killed by Gray. And we see now that Gray is of the black magic cult. So they got to go there and stop Gray. Because that's what turned Rogue into a villain in the future. Frosh got killed, I guess, by Gray, and that set him on the evil path. So, Natsu's determined to rescue Gray, and that's just that. So we meet the other council members here. Jerome, Briar, Mary, Gomon, D6, and Abel. And Gray says to them, one of us is a council informant. And you suspect it's me. So who could the council informant be? They're kind of spelling it for you right now, aren't they? But what Gray says is, he doesn't even want anything to do with Zareth. He's just after the book of END, which should make things clear for everyone. Because, Silver had said, destroy the book of END. And there was a bit of animosity between Gray and Natsu at the end when they had the book before Zareth took it, where Natsu wanted to bring it back to Igneal, but Gray wanted to destroy it. So, interesting note right there. So they make their way to the Avatar Black Magic cult. And would you look at that? We see Magic Council member Godjiel Red Fox. That's the job of the council's arrest and custody division. Isn't that right? So him and Panther Lily are part of the council. Look at that, dude. And that was Godjiel's whole story arc, too. He wanted to make amends for being a punk in Phantom Lord. And here he is, a member of the council now. So Natsu sees the guild hall. We're charging. Aye, sir. Hold it, you two. We got to do a stealthy entrance. Come on, Virgo. Help us out. Look at Virgo. She's all tied up. What happened? Are you all right? There's no cause for concern. Won't you punish me? What did she say? I had some spare time, so I decided to deal myself some punishment. Look at her face. So, just as we saw Lucy use the Stardust form for Leo, she can use it for Virgo as well and turn into a sexy maid. God damn. And of course, Virgo's power is to dig holes, so that's exactly what they do. And this was Lucy's plan. She said, don't charge in the front door. Let's be stealthy about it. And as soon as this idiot gets in here, Gray, you're here, right? Come out wherever you are. Look at the two of them. Look at Lucy. Look at Happy. Stop it, Natsu. And they're all like, what? Gray? I smell Gray. I know he's here. So then we see this guy, and he's got the little curse doll, which is actually the same doll that, what was this guy's name? I think his name was Kane from the Serious Island arc as well. And he has the same thing. And, you know, he's going to use the black magic, and Lucy's getting flashbacks. Oh no, this brings back some bad memories. But again, Natsu comes up to him. Boink! One-shots him. So then this guy shows up, Go-Man, which I kind of went by him a little fast, but on here on his forehead it says T, which I don't know what the hell the point of that is. He thinks there's a little joke later on where he says, I got the insignia of Zeref on my forehead, and then they're like, no, it says T. What? It says T? And he's like a torture magic user. So he's got Natsu in this thing, the Iron Maiden. But Natsu burns right through it. And again, making quick work of these guys. And then Gray shows up. I'll take him down. Yo, how you doing? So it cuts over here to Wendy taking care of Juvia. And they're always doing this to poor Wendy. I mean, she's a little girl and everyone else is like, you know, 10 cup sizes bigger than her. So she strips Juvia down to try and dry her off. And it's like, whoa, jiggle. Oh my god. So these two are pretty evenly matched. They've always been. And they're just beating the crap out of each other. And Natsu says, come on, Gray, we're reviving Fairy Tail. Juvia's waiting for you. Pathetic. Fairy Tail doesn't exist anymore. Natsu, the spirit ain't gone. We still got our memories. And all the bonds we made. Fairy Tail always exists here. It can stay there, since you still have it. You can just leave me alone. I'm going down my own path. There ain't no fairy tale left inside of me. Stop pretending like you're my friends. And this really pisses Lucy off, and she walks right in front of him and just slaps him. How can you say such awful things? I don't want to hear you talk like that. And then all of a sudden you see Lucy's face right there, and this bitch shows up, Mary, who uses poison magic, and Lucy's, my stomach, oh no, and she just drops to the ground. And then Go-Man wakes up again and uses his torture abilities, although look at Virgo, she's blushing. She likes it. So all these guys show up and ready to strike the finishing blows. But Gray says, you know, you'll all pay. You shouldn't have stuck your nose into where you weren't wanted, Natsu. I chose to erase these marks, and you see his fairy tale guild emblem's gone. So it cuts over here to Levy, who is with Gaji and the other Magic Council members, and they reveal that their job is to stop Operation Purify, which they were talking about that. I sort of skipped over that, but Gray and all of them were saying they're going to do Operation Purify, go to this next city, and basically kill everyone, offer them as a sacrifice to Zeref so that Zeref can return. They all think Zeref's dead, but we've seen him. I mean, Zeref's waltzing around out there. He'll make himself known when he wants, I guess. So, due to Gray, you know, they didn't kill him right away. They just put him in these jail cells, and Go-Man's going to torture them later. Oh, I love this. This is a good one. I've seen this one in color, too. So Go-Man shows up, and he's ready to torture them again. He says, all the other Avatar members have left for Operation Purify, and I have, explicit instructions to torture you. So you will enjoy this. And this is where they say, his stupid kanji there says, green tea. And he's all pissed off. Nonsense! I will not tolerate such cheek, you witch! So we get these really horny scenes right here of Lucy in her maid outfit being tortured. And, you know, it's like the human centipede almost. He's got all his utensils there. What does he even have? He's got a hammer, he's got scissors, he's got a screwdriver, syringe. Holy crap. The whip! Hot wax! Water torture! Rope torture! The foot soul licking torture! And they're talking about the foot soul licking torture, and he reveals that we're gonna put salt on your feet and have a goat lick you until you look. Eventually, the goat's rough tongue wears away the skin, scrapping the victim's exposed flesh, and yet the goat continues to lick the feet forever. What the fuck is going on, man? Shall we try it? Look at him, he's taking off her sock. Holy shit, dude. I guess this has everyone's face right here. You got the foot thing going on. Oh my god, this really took a dark turn. So Natsu's getting all pissed off. He's decided against the foot licking, and he says, I'll just cut you in half. And he rips out a fucking hammer. And with this, Natsu, don't you dare! But he still can't break free because with their magic restraints, they can't use their magic powers. Their energy's sapped away. But all of a sudden, Gray shows up and he freezes him. Damn it! You people ruined everything! And I guess now we have smartphones in the fairy tale universe. This is Code Blue. We got trouble. Talk to him yourself. Is that you, Natsu? Oh, for pity's sake. You certainly spoiled Gray's infiltration plan, didn't you? And Urza! So it was an inside job. Gray was infiltrating the magic cult. Probably Gajiel knows as well. And they're all gonna, sneak attack them. This was so good, man. I fucking love this volume. I can't believe, because I knew that this is so similar, but I can't believe how close they really were with the staff and Happy. Natsu's got the same pose, too. Lucy's got the same pose with her hair, too. Oh my god, the same suitcase. Oh my god, man, that's so cool. But this was awesome, man. I love the humorous moments. I love the heartfelt moments with Wendy and Sheria. And seeing Blue Note Stinger again, that was so cool. And again, anything with Lucy is good. Yeah, here's that cute scene with Sheria. So sad. But we'll see her again, don't worry. Seeing Sabretooth again, which, let me see. Because Minerva said something along the lines of how she apologized to Lucy, I believe. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I wish to apologize for the events in last year's games. Yeah, where Minerva beat the shit out of Lucy. So she apologizes there. It's okay. We're friends now. Yeah, man. Fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Can't wait to show you guys what happens in the next volume. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thought in the comments down below. And stay tuned for more videos coming soon.